Alright, guys. Round 5. Here we go. Hopefully. Well, it's not showing that it's actually going, so somebody want to comment in there saying that we're actually live right now? Because it's not showing me anything. It's not showing me up here in the little corner how many viewers I got or anything like that. Test. Exactly, yep. Yep, that's exactly what's going on here. Alright, so I don't know how many people are in here. So if anybody wants to chime in to let me know how many viewers are actually viewing right now. Since, well, this stupid
viewers are actually viewing right now. Yeah, right now you're at 2 likes. I don't know.
Ah, okay. Well, somebody just told me that I've got like 1 or 2 viewers and 2 likes so far. Man, this thing is just absolutely crazy. Okay, let's just get on with it. Alright, I figured I'd go live for you guys. I was trying to go live so that I can kind of show you what's going on in the background. And plus, I wanted to go ahead and interact with my viewers and my subscribers. There's really nothing going to be too much talked about. This is going to be kind of, if you guys have any questions for me, what my future plans are, stuff like that. You guys go right ahead and chime in there and kind of ask me whatever. I'm sure some of you are probably got annoyed with the whole connection thing. I should actually have it stable now. Basically what I did was I took my little USB dongle that's supposed to go in the back of your computer and put it outside. I hope it lasts. I've got it up underneath one of the little overhangs for the roof there. So we're hoping that it won't get damaged due to weather. That's what I'm hoping for. I've got a pretty stable connection right now. That stupid little Wi-Fi extender did not work. It actually made my connection worse. So we're going to take it back today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, it could be today. I don't know. I pretty well fly by the seat of my pants. Anyway, guys, here's the shed. You guys can see it. Here, I'll even pick the camera up and we'll take a look, pan around. There's my radios. I've got 2 of them over there. Don't mind the mess. I've got to clean it up yet. I've got the little Radio Shack sitting over there. Got the Uniden Bearcat sitting there. Down below that is the power supplies, the amp, and that thing right there is my big old ashtray. And down below there, I've got all my radios, my extra ones. You guys can see I've got it pretty well insulated. Yes, it is duct tape. Redneck ingenuity at its finest. Gots to love that. I've got a new microphone. I can see it down here in the bottom of the screen. It's picking up my voice pretty well, which is good. I probably don't have to talk as loud as I am, but I'm making sure that I'm going over the noise level that's going on in here. This camera is auto-focusing, so you guys can see it kind of go in and out. It's auto-focusing. Don't forget, guys, I'm on Zello. I will show you my little list here. I don't know if you guys can read that. It is backwards, it looks like. CB Radio Enthusiast Iowa is my channel. If you guys want to chime in, join in, go ahead. You guys can talk about whatever you want. You guys can cuss like sailors if you want. I don't care. I believe in the First Amendment, so you guys talk away. You guys can talk about anything on there, and I really won't care. Within within, oh God, what am I saying here? Within reason. You can't sit there and, let's just say you can't sit there and plan out somebody's demise. Let's put it that way. That will not be tolerated. However, if you guys want to talk about radios, you guys can. You guys want to talk about cars, you guys can. Survival, you can. Really anything that you want to talk about within reason, you guys can talk about. And if you guys cuss, so what? Go ahead, because I cuss like a sailor. I try not to for YouTube, so this way nothing is amiss and I don't get, put on the back burner, because I've been doing pretty well so far. But on Zello, you guys can talk about whatever. I do have some plans coming up for the Crown Vic, the 08. The 08 is going to get more lights. Of course, I'm nuts about lights. I don't know, like I said, I don't know who's in here right now. Let's see if it'll show me. Pop out chat. I'm trying to learn this thing. Pop out chat. Oh, there we go. Cool. Got it. So it looks like I could have a separate window for chats, which is pretty cool. Let's see. I may be talking to myself. I'm not sure. Stupid flies. There's a bunch of flies in here. Anyway, guys, we do have the P.O. box for the channel. So if you guys want to send fan mail, you guys can. You can just send a letter saying hi, for all I care. That would be kind of cool, though. So the laptop deal, it's still being worked on. So that's coming. Just, we got to be patient, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. I'm in no hurry, really. The RV is coming along. We did just have a rainstorm, so I'm trying to figure out. I need to actually get down there and see if it leaked. And if it did, where. The RV has just been put down below because, well, landlord started complaining and whining about it, so I went ahead and moved it down there. So anybody else want to chime in? Anybody else want to say hi, have a question? I'm not really good at this live stuff, so just kind of sitting here, just kind of talking to myself, I guess, but I'm hoping people are actually in here watching this, because I'm not seeing where it's not showing me. Where it's not showing me nothing, really. Well,
Surely probably take a 213 Hey, you got any way of setting up your radio towards yourself? You're gonna try to get a radio build?
I'm not sure. I do want to try to make, and that's another thing I kind of want to say on live too. I don't know how many people are watching because I can't see it. It's not showing me. And I've had one comment in there, and no other comments, so I don't even know how many people are in here. But anyway, I do want to try to build a Zello radio out of an old cell phone that I got laying around. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to do yet. I don't even know how well that phone actually works, but maybe one of these days. 2 watching, 3 likes. Awesome. Thank you. Somebody told me. 2 watching, 3 likes. Awesome. Alright. Well, I guess that's better than almost any other live
Charlie
I've done.
Bravo Tango 329. Corey, what is your favorite kind of car?
Ah, yes. My favorite kind of car. Well, I'm on live with YouTube right now, so everybody's going to know. Gerald, how's it going? My favorite car is a Crown Victoria Police Interceptor model. That is my all-time favorite car. I've actually really liked that car since I was a kid, and I'm a proud owner of one. That's my favorite car, really. 3 watching, 5 likes.
You know you want to show it to me on the live, right?
Well, I wish I could, but my camera is not wireless. I can only do lives from my computer because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, guys, here's a hint. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be able to do lives from my phone, and I'll be able to do lives basically from anywhere. So that was Zello going. I'm in a room right now.
You'll get there soon enough, Corey. You'll get there soon enough.
Yep, you guys heard it. CB Talk English. I am, David. I am back. And I think...
I'm gonna subscribe.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Yes, that is awesome. I love it. That is awesome. Thank you. So, David, yes, I am back. Finally, without having any injury... All right. This is all unedited.
Golf is my dad. I'm gonna subscribe because I like your videos.
Well, cool. That's awesome. I like it. Thank you. All right, so I do have a better connection now. I put I don't know who else it came in here late, but I put the little USB dongle outside on 2, not 1, 2 6-foot USB extension cables. Yes. That is the most redneck thing that I personally have ever done with a USB Wi-Fi adapter. Stuck it outside. Yes. Well, how's it going there, Adam? Appreciate you supporting the channel. You guys are doing phenomenal. I just wanted to throw that out there. Everybody who has subscribed and who is watching and who always watches my videos, I want to thank each and every single one of you. You guys are phenomenal. Sometimes I can't even keep up with the comments. It's amazing. I like it. You know, I try to answer comments as quick as possible. You know, whether I'm at work or I'm at home, whatever. If I got a minute, I will go ahead and try to comment back as much as I can to show subscribers and viewers that I'm very active on this channel. I don't know how long we'll be live for today. We'll probably be live for quite a while, I'm sure, possibly. And just go from there, at least up until supper time, which yep, exactly. Yep. The replay button is awesome. The replay button is very awesome. David? Yeah, skip is not worth a crap here. There's nothing. I've got the Bearcat on 38 lower sideband, and I'm not hearing nothing. There's nothing. Well, thank you, Adam. It took quite a while to get it this way. I think the hardest part, really, about this whole thing was the insulation. Honestly, I think that was the hardest thing, because I didn't really know what to really do with the insulation, considering that the little studs in the walls, you guys can see it here, the little studs in the walls, there's only like maybe a 3/4 inch thickness between the edge of this and then the actual wall of the shed. So I wanted to do something cheap. Yes, it's not the most efficient thing in the world. No, this shed is actually probably going to pull more power than the actual house will. But in all honesty, that's fine. I've got the AC running. You guys can hear it in the background, of course, because this new microphone, which is really awesome, by the way, is
All right, Corey, you're sitting at 6 people and 7 likes. I'm going up.
Oh, man, I love it. Yes, guys, keep up the likes, man. This is awesome.
That's it, corrected. 7 watching now.
Nice. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I've got Zello going too, guys. Appreciate you keeping an eye on that for me, because, well, honestly, it normally shows up in the corner there, and it's not showing anything. It's not showing the likes. It's not showing how long I've been on live. It's not showing me how many people are watching. So I'm kind of running blind here. Appreciate that. But anyway, yeah, the hardest part was the foam. I'm not exactly sure where I left off. You guys know my memory sucks. The trying to do this on a budget really kind of sucked. These panels were like $9 for a 6-pack, and it took, oh Lord, I don't even know how many it took, honestly, to get all the walls and stuff like that. And then I just bought a 3-pack of duct tape and duct taped it all together. So there will be still air gaps. There still will be some cool air or hot air coming in. It's crazy. And these are, like I said, they're only 3/4 inch thick. They are a 2.86 R rating. I'm not sure. But I figured, you know what, anything's better than nothing. Especially if I'm going to have all my equipment out here, making all my YouTube stuff. I can't really have it extreme hot, extreme cold for the computer, the radios. I want to try to keep as much moisture as I can out of here. That's why I threw the AC in and whatnot. David, my name on Zello is Corey Random Guy, and you should be able to find it pretty easy. Here, we'll go here. This is going to be mirrored, so kind of bear with it. I'll put it up here so you guys can see it. Corey Random Guy 309 Central Iowa is the username for me. And in case you guys are wondering what my channel is, here, boom, and that, it's backwards, but it's CB Radio Enthusiasts, Iowa. CB Radio Enthusiast, Iowa. Let's see if I can get closer here for you. Nope, it's not going to show. If you guys look back at one of my videos, I did show that I don't remember what video it was. I've got so many things running all at the same daggum time, so okay, awesome, David. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to your little invite thing there, and we'll get connected. And like I said, guys, go ahead and jump in my channel. You guys can communicate with me anytime. Normally, at night when I go to bed, I will be offline, but you guys are still more than free to talk amongst yourselves as well if you want. It's pretty open, so there should be no passwords, no nothing. It should be totally open that anybody can come in, anybody can listen, anybody can just come in, chime in anytime they want. And you guys are also willing. You guys can also leave if you want. If you don't like it or whatever, if you don't like Zello or something happens and you can't be on Zello and you guys have to leave, you guys can leave on your own free will. That doesn't really matter to me either. But I've got Zello running almost all the time except for when I'm in bed. So you guys can chime in at any point. If I don't answer right away, it's because I'm either busy, I'm at work, I'm having to do other things as well. Yeah, I mean, Gerald, I do appreciate it. Yeah, this new mic is definitely very, very sensitive. And believe it or not, it really was not that expensive. It was only $25. $25. That's all it was. And it's on brand from Walmart. So it works really well. It connected to my computer just fine. I had no issues with that whatsoever. The cam, it's also an on as well. But its little camera sucks. Or its little microphone on the camera itself sucks. It sucks. It's bad, so that's why I got a different one. Yeah, Adam, it's a $25 mic. That's it. $25. That's all it cost me. I was like, nah, we'll see. I'm gonna be honest. I did have my reservations about it. I'm like, yeah, $25. I don't know, but the thing has got some really good heft. I mean, it feels well built. Like normal microphones, you're like, this thing's chintzy, it's cheesy, blah, 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 blah. No, this thing has got some weight to it. It's pretty solid for what it is. And what's really cool about it is when I first plugged it in, the little blue light on top started flashing, and I'm like, what in the world is this thing doing? Well, gotta read the instructions. I hate reading instructions. Every guy knows that. We hate reading instructions. Don't care. But I did. And it turns out that with it blinking like that, it's actually active and it's listening to you right now. So that's a good thing. And you can actually hit that little button and mute it anytime with no issues whatsoever. The computer I'm running is still how do I put this? A Frankenstein of a computer. It's got all kinds of mixture of parts in it. It works. That's all that matters to me. So, but yeah, I spent pretty much all day working on this thing, getting it, rearranged. The wife was gracious enough. Thank you, dear, for your help. She was gracious enough, came in here and swept my floor for me. I didn't ask her to. She just came out here on her own free will and swept it up for me, which is awesome. Check it out, guys. Let me get my foot out of the way. Check it out. Woo! can sit here and wheel around. It's cool. Uh-oh. I think something's underneath my wheel. Yep. I forgot a piece. Yeah, I can wheel around. It's pretty cool. This shed is not exactly even, so if I'm not holding my feet, I'll start kind of slowly rolling backwards. So, it's pretty cool. Oh, you don't hear the air conditioner. That's awesome. That's awesome. I did turn it down to low, so maybe that did help a little bit. I hope. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear the loud ass computer, which is pretty cool. The thing sounds like a turbojet when it's processing a video that I do, and it just, all the fans just go full bore as fast as they can, and I swear if they go any faster, the thing is going to lift off and take off on me. Office chairs races in the Radio Shack. There's not enough room for that, but I will certainly try. One of these days, I will certainly try. I will probably bang into a wall or 2 or 3, maybe 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess there's only 3 walls, and then another wall over here that's got doors on it. So I'm live right now, Bubba. Yep. Oh, you're good.
I thought you would be done by now.
No, I'm interacting with all my subscribers right now.
I thought you would be done now.
No.
Well, come in. We got some ice for you.
Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, you guys seen it? That was actually my stepson, Gabe. He's actually pretty interested in the whole CB radio thing. He's also interested in making YouTube videos, so maybe one of these days I'll help him out. We'll get some. We'll figure out what he likes to do on YouTube and what he wants to make videos about, and I'll help him out with that. Like I said, he's interested in the CB radios, so maybe when he gets a little older, he'll really want to get into amateur radio. Hell, he might even go for his ham license. That'd be cool. Can't find you. Oh, okay. There. David, let me look you up here real quick, and sorry guys, I'm trying to do all this stuff. Oh, excuse me. Let me see if I can find you. So, username. Let's see. Hey, I got you in there, David. I'm going to add you right now. Boom. There you go. Excellent. Yes, Rob, welcome. Yes, it is pretty cool that he's wanting to get into that. And yes, CB Radio Enthusiast Iowa is my channel. So you guys jump in anytime you guys want to. Yeah, it is pretty cool that my stepson, he's very, very interested in the CB game. He's very interested in making long distance contacts. We did hear a little bit of Skip this morning, but it's been pretty dead since. So Skip has just not been very good around here for the last, I want to say, week. And it could be because of the wildfires, too. We've got a lot of smoke over here. Oh, good Lord. The car is disgusting. It really is. The car is very disgusting. But, yeah, no. It's gross. It really is. But there's so much smoke in the air, I can't keep the thing clean. So, and this computer is like, oh, the authorization failed. Well, no, duh. Stupid thing. Anyway. Yep. Yeah, I kind of figured it's pretty. Gerald, I think you told me that earlier. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's pretty dead. Somebody told me somewhere. I don't remember if it was on here, or if it was on Zello, or if it was on Facebook. I don't know. But anyway, somebody told me that their skip was actually running pretty good. And I'm like, well, it's not working on here. I think actually somebody commented on one of my videos, and something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. Here's a pro tip for you guys. You guys may already know this. You guys may not. But anybody who is interested in the CB game, there is one way to tell if skip in your area is actually working really well. And I'm going to show you that right now. As soon as I can get my camera untangled. There we go. Alright. Let's go over radios. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's mirrored. But if you guys switch, there we go. You guys is channel 6, flip it over to AM. You barely hear it, so that means skip is not working worth a crap.
Back home.
So, get you got back up here. There we go. But yeah, skip isn't working worth a crap, and that's definitely one way that you guys can tell if skip is running good. Yep, the bye channel. Jeez. Yep. But that is one way you guys can tell if skip in your area is actually working. So that's what I use mostly, just to kind of see if there's skip going on. But you guys just heard it live. Nothing. Dead. Did hear just a little bit, but not enough. It's nowhere near enough. Somebody chimed in. Oh, okay. Extreme Weather 49. That's another channel you guys can go check out. Extreme Weather 49 is one that I'm with. I'm also with CB Talk English. And then I can put it back up here too. You guys can see it. CB Talk English. Spelled just like that. 11 Meter Boneyard is another one I'm on. And of course you got mine. You got Extreme Weather 49. Well, how's it going there, WDTV? Let's see, Channel 6. Let's see, Adam said, Channel 6. Anyone else hear that guy for years hollering Switchblade? Switchblade. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I think I made it.
Yes, you sure did.
Right on, brother.
WD.
Okay, I'll get back to the video.
I'm still
here.
live,
I
baby.
see.
Oh, hi.
Hi. What do you do?
Did your son tell you that you're the first one who gets to cut into the special stuff?
He said I got a surprise. He didn't say anything else.
Okay, just checking.
Guy.
Guy.
Love you.
And I identify as s'mores.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Okay, I think you guys heard that. The wife identifies as s'mores. I mean, hell, we're all doing the pronoun thing anyway, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, David, I heard you in there. welcome to the channel. Okay, WD-TV CB Radio. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. Yes, I did get the Radio Shack up and running to its full function. There is a few more things I really need to do. Is that just a little bit of more organization? However, it is fully functional now. The heat over here has actually subsided. We got a big rainstorm, and it's cooled off. It's still pretty smoky, and humidity is there just a little bit, but it's very, very tolerable. It is much better than the hundreds that we've been having. So, yeah, like I said, man, I appreciate you've been following my channel for a while. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. And if anybody's ever interested, guys, go back and watch my other videos. All of them, like from the beginning to now. And you guys will see a difference on editing techniques that I've been trying to figure out and get going and whatnot. So, I mean, I think I've improved. I mean, you guys let me know. But I think I've actually improved quite a bit. And there's a stupid fly up around me. Jeez. Anyway. I think I've improved quite a bit when it comes to editing and, you know, having a little bit more of a plan when it comes to making a video. But I'm glad. I'm glad that you enjoy, and I welcome you to the channel. Oh man, sorry, my nose itches. Let's see.
Get us some meat on your life.
Oh boy. Check it out. Chocolate. Holy crap, that's good. Oh man, that is rich. That's some really good stuff. Sorry, guys.
Well cooked. Had to share.
Yum. Let's see. All right, David. Yeah, I heard you. I kind of have my phone turned down just a little bit. CB Radio and chocolate. Oh man, my mind went somewhere completely else. Oh Jesus. Oh man. What's up, Big Daddy? Who is this? That AC's working great. CB Radio and chocolate. That's a really good comment right there. That could be taken so many ways. Right now, what I'm running for radios right now is a Uniden Bearcat 980 SSB and a little Radio Shack. Let me get the number. Where's the little number? Oh, Radio Shack TRC 519. I've got them both hooked up. I've got the little Radio Shack hooked up to the Big Stick by Shakespeare. And then the Uniden Bearcat 980 is hooked up to the A99, which is on the other side of the house. I did not move the antennas at all. I had plenty of cable to run them all in here, so I didn't have to move the antennas. Now, on the Uniden Bearcat 980, I also have a little linear behind it. I try not to run it too much. You know, if Skip is rolling really good, you don't really need a linear anyway. I only use it if Skip is just a little bit weak. and that's when I'll use it to push my signal a little further. The little linear I'm running is a Texas bullwhip modulator, so it's only capable of like maybe 100 watts. Yep. The little Texas bullwhip is only pushing about 100 watts. Like I said, I don't really run it that much. I'm throwing, I do believe, 12 watts at it. Supposedly, this Uniden Bearcat was peaked and tuned, but it started having an issue in clipping and whatnot, so I took it back to the shop that I bought it from, and I think she turned it back down to stock, which is good. I don't really want, I don't want it having issues. I was throwing 22 at it at one point. Let's see. No, there hasn't been skip really for the past week here. It's been pretty dead and docile. I've even got a radio in my car. I've got a newer model of the Road Talker 40. Stupid fly, get out of here. Yeah, the newer model of the Road Talker 40. I've got an old model that's got the old dial. It's still a 40 channel and SSB as well. I've got that one out in the car, and I've got it hooked up to a 102-inch whip, no linear. I've made quite a few contacts with it, so I mean, I'm pretty happy with the setup in the car. And what's really cool with that is I had the wife go ahead and before we moved everything out here to the shed, I had her get on the radio. I do believe it was on the Bearcat even. Had her fire up the linear, and I was sitting at work, and I heard her barely. I mean, I heard the signal, but it did not move the needle at all. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive. I think I was like 15, 20 nautical miles away. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't look, but I heard her, and I tried going back. Well, that didn't work, of course. So. I've only been doing the radio stuff for about 7 to 8 months now. I got into it, I think fall of last year? I don't exactly remember. I know it hasn't been quite a year yet that I've been getting into it, so I've been having fun with it though, man. I'm going to show you the radio that I made my very, very first contact on. And this was clear down in Texas with a home built that I learned from Motor Junkie. A home built quarter wave PVC ground plane antenna that I built myself. It's pretty cool. Now let me show you the radio. Holy crap. Yeah. Some of these older radios are pretty hefty. Pretty hefty. And that's actually a good thing. Here's the older style Sears Road Talker 40 SSB. This radio right here is the very radio that got me hooked. This radio right here, yes. Adam, I will agree with you. Motor Junkie is a living legend, yes. But this radio right here is what got me hooked. This one was the radio that I made contact with 605 Texas. 605 Texas. This is the radio right here. It still works. It works beautifully. I just want to keep it around, you know. It's kind of one of those sentimental value things, you know. This one right here came into that little lot that I bought the last time. It's a little bit off frequency, from what I understand. I did do a test on it from the car while I had it hooked up in the house. Yeah, it was off a little bit. Oh, you must have got the newer style Road Talker 40 at one point. I haven't really heard that. I haven't heard that about the newer style Road Talker 40s. The one that I have in my car, it works beautifully. So, I mean, maybe there was a lot of duds that was made. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never had a problem with the one that's in my car right now. And it's a Road Talker 42, only it's got a digital readout for the channels. So, yeah. Man. Yes, that's awesome, Adam. The Road Talkers are pretty good radios, and WD-TV, yeah, that's always going to be my first radio. I don't care. I like the Uniden Bearcat, but it will never ever replace that Road Talker. All right, David. Yeah, just get a hold of me on Zello whenever you can, and we'll definitely talk some more. David, you have yourself a great day. 73s to you there, buddy. Adam, I'm not sure if that radio can be or not. I haven't looked. I honestly don't know. I haven't looked. Yep, Gerald, you're right. The old road smokers, they're pretty good radios. They're really good radios. I love it. I love the newer style that I got in the car. I love this one too. I'm just not running it right now because, well, honestly, I want to preserve that as much as I can. This radio, I'll show you guys this here real quick too. This, yes, there's wax right here. I guess somehow the cat's knocked over a wax thing and got wax all over the freaking front of it. It still works. I just gotta clean the wax off. But this thing worked great. It was a JCPenney, but for some unknown reason, you have to smack it in order for it to work. I haven't figured out why. I'm pretty sure there's a loose connection in there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll get it fixed. Or maybe I'll put it as a giveaway to somebody that can fix it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But I have it nonetheless. I'm not sure what it's got in there, Gerald. I really don't know. I haven't cracked it open to find out. I'm not exactly sure what it's got. I know I've got 3 base stations sitting on the bottom shelf. 2 of them, one of them is a President Washington. It is dead. Completely dead. It'll turn on. That's about it. The little relay will click in when you hit the push to talk. That's it. No transmit, no receive, nothing. Yep. Sometimes. Sometimes. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it. It could be the Gremlins too, and they're screwing with the damn thing. But anyway, the President Washington, not the Uniden, the President, is dead. The President Dwight, it's dead. It's just an AM radio anyway. The Uniden Washington, it transmits and it receives, but as you guys noticed in one of those videos, the frequencies are splattered all over the daggone place. So I have no freaking clue what's going on in that thing. It's definitely really wonky at this point. So, I mean, it works, but it just, no. It's like, no, I don't want to go in order. I don't want to. Kind of sounds like my child sometimes, but I don't want to. Oh, man. Oh, this is great. You guys, I'm really enjoying interacting with you guys. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm really, really enjoying it. Somebody may have chipped the mod limit. You know what? That very well could be as well. I honestly don't know. I mean, I looked inside of it, and I didn't really see anything out of the ordinary, but I mean, I don't really... I'm going to be the first to admit, sometimes I don't know what I'm looking at. I'll open it up and I'll be like, what's this? Sometimes I'll feel like I've got to put on my frickin' helmet. Let's hear that the FCC is going to let makers put FM on their radios. The last thing I heard on that, now I haven't looked into it for a little bit, but the last thing I heard was that it's still in the process. They haven't made it official yet, as far as I know. Now, if I miss something, let me know, because that would be cool. Although, I think you guys can agree, AM works much better than FM. FM gives you more clarity. Yes. Yes, Rob, that's true. It does have to be voted on. And as far as I know, they haven't done the voting process yet on that. I'm not sure. They're still in the works of it, I guess. But honestly, I think AM is going to be better for long-distance communication any day of the week. FM is good. It gives you more clarity. Exactly. You just put it in words that I was going to mumble and jumble and make a freaking complicated. FM is better for close contacts, yes. Now with the frequency, you can still skip with it, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be very good for skipping anyway. AM and sideband is always going to raise king when it comes to that. Yes, AM does let you talk further. AM is very good. Sideband, always going to be king no matter how you slice it. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But AM, or sideband, is always going to be king. Always. Kind of like the Crown Victorias. No matter what you throw out there, you can have the Chargers and the Explorers and the Tauruses. But I'm sorry, they're just not the Crown Vic. They're really not. That's kind of the analogy I can throw out there. Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one. I do have plenty of radios without sideband in them, but anymore, when I go shopping for radios or anybody requests to send me one or something like that, or I haven't had that happen yet, but it's coming. I would actually rather have a sideband radio than just a regular AM. But there's another thing you got to look at, though. Okay, in a SHTF situation, if all you have is just an AM radio, you're still going to be way above anybody who has no radio communication whatsoever. That's just the thing, you know. So, although right now we all have a choice on what we can buy and what we want to buy and what we don't want to buy, that's why I have a mixture of both. I have a mixture of AM. I've got a mixture with sideband. Is just because, you know, I don't want to be just stuck with one radio, and if some odd reason sideband gets blocked, then, you know, whatever. I guess I just really didn't make any sense there. But I have a mixture of both. I have a mixture of both because although I'd rather have sideband, I'm not ashamed. I'm not saying that you're ashamed. I'm not saying that you're a bad person either. So don't take it that way. But honestly, I really don't care if it's sideband or AM. I take them all. You know, if I find a good deal on an AM radio, I'll take it. If I find a good deal on a sideband radio, I'll take it. You know, I would rather have a sideband, but I'll take an AM too. You know, stockpile. That's the way I'm looking at it. Stockpile, because you just never know. You just never ever know if you ever need a radio, and the one that you want to use goes to complete shit. Well, you got other radios there. That's why I'm stockpiling radios, and the ones that I do have, I want to try to get them fixed as well. So this way, they're a tip-top shape for any of that other stuff. Now, when it comes to the RV, yes, I still do plan on putting a base station in it as well, or making a base station out of a mobile something. I stay mostly in channel 19, it's going down the highway, but I do love some sideband. Yes. Yep. When we went to Wyoming this last time, I'll get back to the RV here in just a second. We went to Wyoming this last time. I actually stayed on. Sideband basically the whole time until I lost it completely, and then I went over to 19. But that's just a personal preference. I'd rather talk sideband than I would AM. But getting back to the RV, I will have a base station set up in it. Oh, still going. Cool. How do we say this? Oh, looks like chat disconnected. Why did it disconnect? Why did chat just disconnect? What's going on here? Well. Why did chat disconnect? Successfully connected. Okay. I was gonna say, man, what crap is going on here? Alright, so we got chat back. So, let's move on. The RV, it will have a base station in it. I will probably have it set up kind of the same way the shed is. I'll have a sideband radio. I'll have an AM radio. Hell, I might even go ahead and get a good HF ham radio even. and put it in there, flick through the bands, so this way I can figure out what's going on. But I tell you what, those radios are expensive. Jesus. The ICOM 7100, I think, is what I looked at last time, was like almost $2,000. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, that's expensive. So, but yeah, you're right. Any radio is going to be better than none. In a SHTF situation, you know, these little things, I'll show you. These little things are great for short distance, very short distance. I usually have it on out here, so in case the wife doesn't want to walk out here or it's raining or something, she can just holler over the radio and say, "Hey, you need to come in." Yep, that's what I plan on doing, Gerald. Is going to a ham fest or something somewhere. See what kind of radios I can get. Because you know those ham fests, those guys like to get rid of CB radios. So, the Madison, the unit in Madison, is no longer here. It is gone. The reason being is, though, you guys hear me out, is because my neighbor is very interested in the whole communications. Awesome. So I went ahead and I gave him a full-blown setup, minus the amp, of course. So he's got the President Madison now. He's got an antenna, he's got coax, he's got an SWR meter, he's got the microphone, and he also has the list of extra channels that it can go into. So it's pretty good. We're trying to get yes, yeah. Yep. One of these days, he's kind of busy right now. As far as I know, he's busy anyway. But yeah, one of these days I'll have my neighbor in here as a guest. But as I was saying, yeah, he's interested in the whole CB game too and all that, amateur radio. We're just waiting for him to get the siding done on his house, and then we can put up his antenna from there. I did have 2 of those Shakespeare big sticks. I gave him one of them to get him started, and maybe later on he'll upgrade to an A99 or something. Who knows? But he is well aware that radio only puts out 6 watts sideband. He's very good at soldering, so he's thinking about going through and replacing the transistors in it, and maybe put some bigger transistors in there, and maybe push about 20. Probably push about 20 watts out, maybe. But who knows? That's going to be up to him. But right now, he's kind of dealing with other things right now, so he's taking his time, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. Well, that's awesome, Adam. Yeah. The more people we can get on CB, the better off that the 11 meters is going to be. The more people we have, the bigger the network we can have, especially in a shit hitting the fan situation. If we have a whole network across this whole country, we could essentially talk amongst each other. Yeah, we'll have to relay from one place to another if skip is not worth a damn. But if we get enough people back into CBs, we could effectively talk amongst each other even without Sam. That's just great. And it seems to me that a lot of people are starting to get back into CB, which is awesome. Because they're figuring out it's not just truckers, it's not just a highway thing, it's not just this, not just that. You can make some really long ass distance contacts with them. And height is might. Everybody knows that. Yes. CB and ham are great for the SHTF situation. They really are. GMRS, not so much. Although they're good radios, they don't have the ability to skip across the atmosphere. They really don't. And in an SHTF situation, the problem with that is, if all the repeaters are down, who are you going to talk to? Nobody. So ham is a good one. And CB is also another good one. Let's see. What else are we going to say here? But the thing is, I think we can actually effectively have a really big network of 11 meter CB, whatever you want to call it. We get enough people in it, there's going to be locals everywhere. It doesn't matter. And especially in a situation like that, emergency comms, you have backup sequence frequencies where you don't use a repeater. Yes. Yep. I guess that kind of slipped my mind. In GMRS, yeah, they're pretty good. They're more for line of sight though. Simplest frequencies. Now, here's another thing that I guess a lot of people don't really look into. Okay. Let's just say, for an example, we have a grid down situation. Okay. No internet, no power, no nothing. Okay. Nothing. You would be able to effectively go further. And the reason why I say that is because there wouldn't be hardly any interference anywhere. If everything else was down and all we had was radio left, we would have almost limitless range. Now, hear me out on that. Radios can only go so far, right? We all know that. But the distance would be greater. The distance would be greater because you don't have all that interference to fight through. Yes, the noise floor would be very low. It'd be very low. I mean, my goodness, man, it would just be, woo, buddy. That would be awesome. But I personally don't want to really go through that. I know nobody else does. However, anything could happen. It's just one of those things we all got to be prepared for. And and it could be just something from let's say the sun. The sun could burp essentially and knock out everything. I mean, it's always possible. We don't know. We don't know when that's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to happen in our lifetime. We don't know anything like that. But I can guarantee you one thing. Let's see. Christmas Day in Nashville. Oh, God, I remember that. Christmas Day in Nashville. 2 weeks. Yes, in a situation like that, even if it's just a local thing that happens, that was a very bad situation there. But thank God for radio. I mean, what else would you be able to do except for sit there and twiddle your thumbs like this and be like, when is everything going to come back on? And you don't know nothing. That's why radio is so important. But getting back to the whole guaranteeing thing, I can guarantee you that today's generation, people like me who are 33 years old and younger, there's a lot of them that just will not know what to do. Will not know what to do. They can look at a radio that's like this, very simple to us, but they would look at it and be like, what the hell do I do with it? I don't know how to run this thing. I don't know how to talk on it. I don't know what to do. Unfortunately, that's just the world we live in. So honestly, I think a lot of people in a grid down situation like that would just be like, we don't know what to do. They'd be sitting there freaking out without their phones and internet and all that fun stuff. They would just be going absolutely apeshit. They wouldn't know what to do. Turned on my radio the other day, got 7 dBs, signal level of static and noise. Yeah, I'll bet, man. I've never, ever had a noise level that high. Radios are buzzing and super puffy. Yes. I'm pretty sure the radios were buzzing after that. Jeez. You know what? That is very possible. Having the growing light. If it's LED, it'll create interference. Believe it or not, it really will. I'm not sure why they do that. I've even noticed that when I'm at work, and even though the parking lot lights are off, they're LED. Even though they're off, I'm still getting buzzing through my radio. It's really bizarre, honestly. I don't know what LEDs do. LED light bulbs drive my radios crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. Yep, I will agree. Yep, a lot of the newer generation, if their cell phones don't work, they go absolutely bananas. It's crazy. Like, I don't know what to do without my glowing box. Really? These things, all right. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of a tree here and say, although these things are actually pretty useful, especially these ones, you got the world at your fingertips and all that fun stuff. You can very easily look up anything at any point. It's like having a computer in your pocket. This way you don't have to be like, well, I have to write this down because I'll forget to research it when I get home. You can just research it when you have a minute. Okay. These things kind of have their place. However, these things are honestly a waste. They really are. Oh, that's cool. You guys see that? You guys see right up here? That's awesome. It's picking up the infrared sensor. That's pretty cool. It's picking up the infrared sensor. That's awesome. So anyway, they waste so much technology on these phones. They really do. They're more worried about making these things more powerful than they are coming up with medical stuff that could save more lives. works. I mean, that's just my personal opinion on that. It's crazy. I don't get it. But you know what? It's not me. Ah, yes, unclean power supplies. Yep. That's it. I tell you what, I've ran into a couple of those. Thank God mine actually are pretty clean for as old as they are. I'm actually really surprised, to be honest. Yeah, make sure you got grounds, because that'll help. Yep, cell phones. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't understand how that sort of thing works. The cell phones themselves are actually way underpowered. They are not actually doing what people think they're doing. As far as being able to translate voice, and, all that fun stuff. These things are actually connected to a very big network of servers. Okay? And those servers are actually the ones that give the phone its ability to do a lot of things. But as a phone itself, if you were trying to run, let's just say, I'm going to go out on a limb here. If you try to put Windows 10 on this, it won't run it. It won't. It's just too weak. It can't do it. So a lot of these things are just network based, honestly. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I pretty well got that covered. Yep. When I was 15 years old, I'll give you guys a little bit of backstory here. When I was 15 years old, there was the old school analog cell phones. Okay? And you were paying out the nose for those. And I was just like, well, that's cool, but why? What's the point? Well, I kind of got suckered into having a phone now, and I don't know. I hate my phone sometimes. I will say, yeah, car phones were crazy expensive. My God. But I will say that phones these days are just wasteful. They're very wasteful. And people freak out if a screen cracks. They just absolutely lose their minds. Literally lose their minds. And there is people out there that are gaming junkies. Okay. I play games. I have an Xbox One X. I have a big screen TV. But I'm hardly ever on the thing. Just hardly ever on it. Because I'm not a big gamer. Now, every once in a while, yeah, I'll get on and I'll play, and I'll, get on Xbox Live with, my buddies, and we'll go play Call of Duty or whatever, and, that sort of thing. But man, there is some people out there, and I'm pretty sure all of you can agree, there are some people out there that are just way too dependent on electronics. Way too dependent. I do not understand it. I probably never will understand it. I personally don't really rely on internet and all that fun stuff. I could live without it, honestly. Let's see, a cell phone is on 2 and 6 meters. Huh. Well, I guess I never knew that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I might have kind of figured that out, but the thing is, I'm not sure. I think mine runs on like an 800 megahertz frequency. I'm not sure. I don't know. I could probably go in and look, but I'm not gonna look because honestly, I really don't care. So my brother was. You know what? I've done that before with a TV antenna. I wanted to watch something and I could not get the stupid thing to come in. This is before we went over to that stupid digital thing. And now I used to grab my antenna and hold it so I could watch this show that I really wanted to watch. I would grab it and I would hold it. And I would stand there and watch it. Just to watch it. It was crazy. Brother, do the hokey pokey with the. That's great. That is great. Oh. Gotta love having the brother do your bidding for you. Oh man, this is awesome, guys. I am thoroughly enjoying being able to finally interact with all my subscribers. This is awesome. This is just great. You guys, I can't thank everybody enough. Honestly, I can't. I can't thank everybody enough for all the support that you guys have been doing. This channel has literally exploded, to be honest. It really has. Yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome. It's crazy. And I'm sitting here in like warp drive going forward. I'm like, okay, well, let's see. How do I keep up with this? My warp drive is nowhere near as that. All right, Adam. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. This is awesome. This is awesome. You have yourself a great rest of the night, sir, and we will definitely talk to you later. You guys have some great supper, and Adam, you have yourself a great night. Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is just great. I could do this almost every day, but I'm not going to. I gotta go to work. I've got to freaking take care of crap at home. I've got to do all kinds of other stuff. Oh, yeah, this is great, guys. This is awesome. I think my other lives before, I didn't really have hardly anybody watch. Need an open bar there. Yes. Oh man, dude. You know what? I think I'm gonna get a mini fridge, and I'm gonna put it maybe right here. Maybe right here. Get a mini fridge. Put it out here. I'm gonna have some beer out here. I might even maybe clean up one of those. There we go. One of those microwaves over there and set it up too. Have some snacks and stuff out here. Oh, I don't think the wife would like that too much because I'd be hardly in the house. Oh, she's probably watching. Ooh. Oh well. This is fun, guys. This is really fun. I don't know how many people are actually watching this right now. Anybody tell me who's watching this and how many likes I got? Please. Kegerator. That sounds good. It says 6 over here. All right. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's been people in here kind of looking at it and then went away. Gerald says I'm up to 9. Well, that's cool. That's cool. This is a lot more people than what I've ever had in lives before. You know, you guys remember when my channel was real small. I mean, it's still really small now, comparatively speaking to other people. 10 or 12 a while ago. That's awesome. That is great. Oh, excuse me. Comparatively speaking to what my channel was to now, I would go live and I'd have nobody watch. Nobody. Nobody would say anything, nobody would do anything. I was just sitting here talking to myself like I'm crazy. It was pretty bad. I was just like, okay, well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to go live for a while until I can get some more subscribers in and start interacting with them and whatnot, and then go live. Well, I did that. What kind of beer do I like? Bud Light is my favorite beer. But honestly, an open beer. Bud Light's my number one, and open beer is number two. Just saying. I don't drink that often, though. I hardly ever drink. And when I do, I knock back a few. And, yep, exactly, cold beer. Yep. Ooh, warm beer, nasty. I don't care who you are. Warm beer is gross. Don't give a shit. Cold beer. It has to be cold. Crap, I forgot what I was saying. Damn it. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway. Yeah, it's been really fun. I've been thoroughly enjoying talking to everybody. Well, that's some decent beer. I mean, me personally, I like my Bud Light better. I mean, when I was younger and I was working for this place where we traveled around a lot, I didn't care. A beer was a beer was a beer. I drank Busch. Welcome back, David. I drank Busch. I drank Keystone. Ugh. God, that stuff was nasty, but man, did it screw me up. That's what I was aiming for when I was younger. Now I just knock back a few to take the edge off and enjoy a cold one. Jim, hey, you're still in here. That's awesome. Turn that fan off. It's starting to get a little chilly in here now. But yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, once I yes it does. Yep, that it sure does. Yeah, it's too bad that the alcohol content is kind of low around here, but honestly, I could get screwed up off of a 6-pack. That just shows you how much I don't drink. You give me a 6-pack, I'm done. I'm screwed up. Oh, well, hey, I guess I learned something new. You guys got any more questions for me? I mean, I'm open, really. I'm open, that's for sure. I'm just sitting out here relaxing and looking around my shed and talking to you guys, and man, this is awesome. When it comes to that, actually what I do plan on doing, maybe one of these days, unless we find a place way out in the country somewhere and we can finally get the hell out of here. What I plan on doing maybe one of these days is getting a breaker box. Stupid is getting a breaker box for out here, maybe just a small little 80 amp or something like that. And taking the 60 amp circuit that I have coming from the house out here and putting it up to the shed, or hooking it up to that breaker box and then running my circuits from there. Right now the shed is grounded to the house. However, I do want to maybe put a ground rod or something down in the ground to give it extra. You know, I want to tie, I'm going to end up tying the ground for out here and the house together. So this way they both have some really good grounds. And that's about it. I don't really have too much static. Right now my noise level is sitting at a 1. I don't know how the hell I did that, but I'm not going to complain, that's for sure. My noise level is sitting at a 1. And in the house it was sitting at about a 3. But that was on the Uniden Bearcat. The Uniden Bearcat is pretty sensitive anyway. So, I mean, it's just the nature of the radio. So it really doesn't matter to me. And it looks like this freaking camera went out of focus. Did it work? There we go. Awesome. Let's see. David, to answer your question, my A99 sits up about maybe 20 feet in the air. And then the Shakespeare is maybe 15. They're both above the house. And they could be higher than that. I didn't really measure. I know they're pretty good distance above the house. So this way I don't get any interference from the house. My SWRs are actually really, really good. On the Shakespeare, it is about a 1.1 to 1 across the band. The Uniden Bearcat on channel 1, it's about a 1.2. On channel 40, it's like a 1.0. So, I mean, it's really, really good. I hang out up at the higher channels anyway, so lower channels I really don't care about. And with the amp on, I'm getting about maybe a 1.2 to 1 on 40. So it's still well within normal range. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell I did. The only thing I can think of is maybe what helped was, instead of taking like a short little jumper like this, go from the amp to the radio, I took a 9-foot long cord, or 9-foot long cable, went from the amp to the radio. This way my SWRs could stay down. So that might have helped. On the AM radio, yes, I do have a pretty well a zero loss. On the A99, I've got a little bit of loss, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's very, very tolerable. It still sounds good on the air. My signals are pretty good, so you know I'm not going to complain about that. That's for sure. Both of those antennas, they're performing really well. Both radios are performing really well. Man, I really wish 38 was nuts here. I ain't getting nothing. It's just dead. Just gone. Toast. The SWRs in my car, I do believe was like a 1.5 to 1 in the across the band, according to the meter. Now, the meter on the radio itself, it says I'm sitting at a 2.0 to 1, but honestly, I'm not going to really believe the meter on the radio itself. So, I think it's sitting at about a 1.5 to 1 across the band. So I think we're good on that one too. I would like to get it a little lower. However, the way I got it set up, that's the best I'm going to get, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. Runs really well. And I don't really transmit too much in the car. I mean, when there's skip rolling, I try. But, yeah, David, where are you at, man? You're getting... Oh, you're up in Canada. Okay. That could be the reason why you're getting skip and we're not. I mean, well, it looks like my meter's starting to go a little bit. It's pretty weak. Yeah, it's still pretty weak around here. We don't really have hardly anything for skip. Yeah, we're not getting anything, hardly anything over here either. You guys heard it. It was just barely there. Just barely there. It's crazy. I don't know. Well, maybe another day. Maybe another day. Unfortunately, I have to go to work tomorrow, so I'll have to fire up the radio in the car and see what I can hear. Oh yes, I wanted to show you guys too while I'm live. There is a new YouTuber out there. I've been trying to get him to send me the link to his channel, but he may be busy or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me pull it up here and I can show you. TL Outdoors and Rando Radio. He's brand new. Brand new. TL Outdoors and Rando Radio. I don't know if he... I don't know if you guys can search for him. I tried searching for him, and I had forgotten that YouTube says that you have to have at least 4 to 5 videos up before anybody can actually search for you. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just something that, you know, people would create YouTube accounts and not put anything up. Just they had to make one so they could watch. I'm not sure. I asked him to send me a link, and he hasn't done that yet. He's probably busy, which is fine. But as soon as I get that link, I will go ahead and update the last video that I done. I'll put the link in the description below in there as soon as I get it. As soon as I get it, I will definitely put that up for you guys so that you guys can go check it out and subscribe to him. And that's next time I talk to him, I'll have to let him know that he's got to have at least 5 videos up for anybody to actually search for him. But if he can provide a link, you know, you guys will be able to subscribe to him. Now, he is a little bit shaky on what? Hold on. See, if you like the low car, take a roll of duct tape, roll the coax around the tape. Okay. Ah, yes. Yep. Okay. Cool. I will definitely try that, Gerald. It may not be for a little bit, because honestly, it's running pretty good right now. But I will definitely do that one of these days. And but a roll of duct tape. Now the question is, does it have to be a full roll, or does it have to be like half empty, almost empty? I mean, what are we talking about here? Let me see. Aha, here we go. Does it have to be that big around in order for it to work? Or does it have to be like down to here? I mean, I don't know. Like 3 inches around. Okay. Patrick. It's going good tonight. How about yourself? We've been sitting here on live stream for I don't know how long now. Because, well, YouTube is not showing me my little information thing up there. It's telling me how long I've been on, who gave me likes, who is actually watching. It's not giving me crap. I don't know why. Hell, there for a while, the chat wasn't even working. Over an hour. Okay, cool. Thank you, Gerald. And 3 inches round. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll help me out a lot. Oh, I'm up to like 10 likes. That's awesome. Yes, David. That's what he's talking about. Is a RF choke. That'll essentially lower the SWRs and maybe even possibly cut out some interference as well. I'm not sure if I've got enough cable for that though. I might. I'll have to try it. I will have to try it one of these days. Now, how many turns would I be doing? Like 5 turns maybe? So 3 inches in diameter with how many turns? Yeah, the other lives, I was having 3 turns. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so 3 turns, about 3 inches around in diameter is what they have to be. So 3 inches in diameter, 3 turns. Yeah, I'm not going to count on it, honestly. It's worth a shot to see if it does, but, you just never know. Patrick, I was having an issue with internet connection out here in the Radio Shack / YouTube studio. I kept having to try to figure out what the hell was going on. It kept cutting the feeds off. My internet connection really sucked. So what I ended up doing is I have 2 6-foot chunks of USB extension cable, and I ran the USB dongle outside. That's what I did. I put that little son of a Billy block outside. If it didn't want to work in here, well, guess what? I put it outside. Now, I did put it underneath the little overhang where the roof is. I did put it underneath there, kind of shoved it up underneath to make sure it stays out of the rain and stuff like that. So we'll see how long it'll last. We tried a Wi-Fi extender. Yeah, that didn't work. That actually made the connection worse. So we're going to end up taking that stupid thing back. Yeah, it works great now. Works great right now. And it's been holding steady for quite a while. I'm actually hooked up directly to the router instead of through the Wi-Fi extender, because that stupid little Wi-Fi extender sucked. Let's see. How important is the coax running to a base antenna? What would you recommend? Honestly, a lot of people are going to tell you Red Dog Man 67. A lot of people are going to tell you, especially the hardcore people who've been there forever, the best you can get really is like RG8X or RG8U or RG8 coax. But don't be afraid to run RG58. That's your cheapest stuff that you can get, especially if you're doing this on a budget like I am. I'm running all RG58. That's it. RG58. And I don't have a problem with it. I don't. It's probably not as efficient as like RG8 or RG8X or RG8U or whatever. RG213. Yeah. I mean, all of that stuff. But if you're on a budget like me, I run RG58 and I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. Sometimes it can be finicky to bring the SWRs down, but you just got to play around with it until you can get it right. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Each antenna outside, this way, is running a RG58 65 foot cables. Okay, because originally what I was going to do, yeah, and he's right on that one. Yeah, I'm running 65 foot, basically 65 foot from the antennas to in here, and it works great. Yeah, you're not going to get as much power out. You're really not. Oh, awesome! Thank you, Gerald. 11 likes now. Yes, keep it going. But like I was saying, I guess the general rule of thumb is anything over 50 foot on the RG58, you're going to start losing power going to the antenna. Okay, that's perfectly fine. You know, I'm pushing about 100 watts out, and oh, 8 are watching now. Awesome. Thank you very much, Gerald, for the update. And Patrick, yes, those bearings are shot. Very, very shot in that AC. When I got the thing, excuse me, the fan motor was locked up.
I come to kidnap you from you YouTubers.
Come to kidnap you from the YouTubers.
Yes. You're troubling me with this stuff.
Oh, snap. Well, let me answer these few questions real quick and that will be done.
Already, I just got a bitch from your troubling me with this stuff. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Bye, yo.
All right. Guess what, guys? Cowboy meatloaf tonight. Yes! One of my favorites. So I'm going to have to wrap this up here in just a minute, but let me go ahead and answer some more. Let's see, where was I? Okay, so anything really over 50 foot on the RG58, you're going to start losing power to the antenna. But again, if you're on a budget, the boss spoke, yep. Yep. Don't be afraid to run RG58. If that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford. I mean, look at me. I'm running all RG58. All of it. Every single last bit of coax I have is running RG58. And I am getting out fine. I am getting contacts left and right. The little Texas bullwhip modulator, it's under 5,000 watts. I mean, that's probably going way overboard here, but I'm only pushing maybe 100 watts out of that little Texas bullwhip, and the cable's taking it just fine. You know, there's no problem with running RG58. There's really not. Like I said, if you're on a budget, then run the cheapest stuff that you can. If you can afford it, get the better stuff. Always get the better stuff. But that's my recommendation. If you are on a budget, run the RG58, no problem. If you can afford it, get the better stuff, as always. Okay. I hope that answered your question there, Red Dog Man 67. Thank you very much, David. Yep, 73's to you as well. I'm gonna start heading in for supper here in just a minute. But like I said, guys, whoever's watching, go ahead and contact me on Zello if you guys really want to. The program is free on the computer or phone, whichever what you got. I'm running both. I've got it on my computer and I have it on my phone. So when I'm away from my computer, I will have it on my phone. And if I'm here in the shed, screwing around, picking my nose, flicking my boogers, whatever. I know that was pretty gross, but, you know, if I'm out here screwing around, I'll have the Zello on the computer with me. But anyway, guys, this has been extremely fun. I thank you all for joining in the chat and everything else. You guys are freaking phenomenal. You guys are just killing it in this channel. That's awesome. If you guys have any more questions, please ask. And if it's something that I don't know, I will definitely point you in the right direction. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. If you can afford the RG213, I would get that. If you can afford that stuff, yeah. Even if you're just a few bucks shy of getting the better stuff, save them and get the better stuff. Me, I wanted to show you guys that all this can be done on a budget, you know. But as I've said, if you can get better, get it. If you can get better coax, better quality coax, better everything, do it. But if you're in a budget, don't be afraid to run the RG50. I don't have a problem with it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget that we have a P.O. box for this channel. This channel has a P.O. box. You guys go to my About tab in the channel. You will see the address in there. You guys want to send fan mail? Great. I would be more than happy to go live. You guys can write this down too if you want. I will be more than happy to go live and do some fan mail reading. If you guys want to send stuff to, I can open boxes too. That's totally up to you guys, what you guys want to do. But yeah, this has been really fun. You guys, again, I can't stress it enough. Thank you very much for all the support. And don't forget to share these videos so we can get this channel to grow. If I can get up to 1,000 subscribers, I'll go live on my phone. It's great. It's great. Anyway, guys, contact me on Zello if you guys want. I'm always on it, except for when I'm sleeping. Then I won't be on it. But anyway, guys, this is 309 Central Iowa. Signing off. You guys have yourself a great and safe night, okay? We will talk to you guys later.